you would think, ABC, having just paid $15 million for a defamation lawsuit, would think not to engage in conspiracy theories about assassination attempts, but I guess that's too much to ask from The View. I mean, I got to ask you, because they said it, are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push President Trump down the stairs?
Absolutely not. Let me be unequivocally clear about that.
What happens when Karoline Leavitt rolls out of bed, flips the drama switch, and sues The View like it's her 9 to 5? Evidently, it spells financial ruin for the daytime divas. That's right. Karoline's back in court with a lawsuit so colossal, it could qualify as its own municipality. Could this be the sparkle-stuffed nail in The View's designer coffin? Is Joy Behar about to start a side hustle knitting passive-aggressive pillows on Etsy just to cover the damages? Don't blink. This TV takedown is messier than a wine fight at a Real Housewives reunion. Leavitt might be a fierce operator, but she's also 27, young, sharp, and undeniably glamorous. So of course the kind and progressive voices at The View reacted to her appointment exactly how you'd expect, with pure outrage.
He is to be a fierce operator, but she's also 27 and arguably quite glamorous. So of course, the kind and progressive voices at The View reacted to her appointment like this.
I think she's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Karoline Leavitt just did the unthinkable. Again. She stormed straight into the bedazzled chaos of daytime TV, locked eyes with the loudest pack of professional interrupters, and sued the sequence clean off their studio. Yes, again. Because apparently, one courtroom clash wasn't enough to convince The View's producers to rethink their strategy of courting controversy like it's a brand.
I couldn't help but think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years. They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show.
Turns out, Karoline Leavitt isn't just breaking out in hives over liberal media antics. She's practically built a career out of dragging them into court with the kind of grit most people use to pull their dog out of a mud puddle. And with this latest legal grenade, she might have finally done it. The View isn't just rattled. It's teetering like a tipsy table at a reality show reunion.
And the abuse continued.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason.
So, what sparked this latest legal roundhouse from Karoline Leavitt? Apparently, she hit her courtroom quota after once again being served as the daily special on The View's endless buffet of outrage. No air quotes needed. We know the routine. 5 hosts, 2 coffee mugs, and a bottomless pit of polished condescension. But Karoline didn't just rage scroll like the rest of us, she filed the paperwork. And this time, it's not a slap on the wrist. It's a lawsuit so massive, it might just show up on NASA's next satellite scan.
Crazy questions from the White House podium. How do you plan to deal with it?
Yes, I absolutely will. I feel prepared to do that. I've been facing the media now, speaking on behalf of President Trump on the campaign trail for the past couple of years, and we are expecting the media to be hostile. However, Kaylee, if you do talk to a lot of these reporters off the record, they will tell you they look forward to more press transparency and access. And while we will expose the fake news when they are fake, we will hold them accountable for their lies and smears of President Trump. I can also assure the American people that they are going to be hearing directly from the leader of the free world.
Karoline Leavitt isn't just dealing with bruised egos. She's calling it a full-blown smear campaign. Her lawsuit argues that The View turned her into a political punching bag, and now she's swinging back hard. Leavitt's legal team has receipts, timestamps, and every insult catalog. She's not just targeting the hosts, she's aiming at the entire operation. And behind the scenes, ABC is sweating. Legal costs are climbing, insurance is spiking, and producers are whispering one word no network wants to hear: settlement.
Many of you in the media clearly missed the art of the deal. You clearly failed to see what President Trump is doing here. You tried to say that the rest of the world would be moved closer to China when in fact we've seen the opposite effect. The entire world is calling the United States of America, not China, because they need our markets, they need our consumers, and they need this president in the Oval Office to talk to them. And that's exactly why more than 75 countries have called, because the United States of America is the best place in the world to do business. And as the president has shown great courage, as the secretary has said, in choosing to retaliate against China even higher.
Backstage, it's chaos. Staffers are tiptoeing like they're dodging subpoenas, morale is tanking, and budget cuts are hitting harder than Joyce on air jokes. Promo shoots are gone, guest bookings wiped, and even the snack table has been reduced to bring your own granola bar. Meanwhile, Karoline Leavitt is unfazed, calm, precise, and turning the whole ordeal into a conservative power moment. No drama, just surgical legal strikes. But this isn't a PR splash. It's a financial siege. Her team claims a long-running smear campaign, and if the case sticks, the payout could gut the show's budget. Insiders say ABC is sweating, legal scrambling, PR panicking, and advertisers quietly slipping toward the exit.
Has gone woke, and now they have gone broke. They have their lowest approval ratings ever, and they are rallying around two of the most far-left leaders in their party, AOC and Jasmine Crockett. So that tells you the current state of the Democrat Party.
Some brands aren't thrilled to find out they've been sponsoring what could soon be Exhibit A in court. While The View scrambles, Karoline Leavitt's social media is blowing up. Every court filing turns into viral gold. She's turned legal drama into a spotlight, and conservatives are calling it courtroom conservatism. Fewer rants, more lawsuits. Meanwhile, The View's ratings are tanking, sponsors are bailing, and insiders joke the next ad might be from a law firm. But Karoline's just getting started. Her team's digging through old footage, hinting this lawsuit might be only the beginning.
Well, hostile territory, right?
Certainly do. And look, I think I'm well prepared for that, and I'm incredibly honored that President Trump has instilled confidence in me to speak on his behalf behind the White House podium. It's been an honor to have a front row seat to the greatest political comeback in history. And as you mentioned in your monologue, Sean, President Trump is putting together a brilliant cabinet of fantastic America First fighters, from Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, who are going to cut the waste out of our federal bureaucracy, to Susie Wiles, who is going to serve as the first female chief of staff in history. Take that, Mark Cuban, to Tom Homan. No one better to secure the border than him.
Karoline Leavitt's mission is clear: a full-blown reckoning with what she calls the mean girls and makeup empire of TV. If she wins, The View could face fewer hosts, fewer sponsors, and far fewer chances to sling insults without legal fallout. To critics, she's a villain. To supporters, a folk hero armed with legal briefs and fearless resolve. Karoline's turned controversy into branding. Every lawsuit a campaign ad, every victory a boost in influence. She's not chasing fame. She's building a political legacy, dismantling what she sees as a decades-old gossip machine hiding under studio lights.
I think it's insulting that you're trying to test my knowledge of economics and the decisions that this president has made. I'm now regret giving a question to the Associated Press. You're asking me for what the president's justification is for these tariffs. It's not up to you. You're not the president, Gabe.
To hire a spokesperson just so that Elon Musk doesn't put out tweets that then confuse federal workers.
Are my press briefings not good enough for you, Jackie?
Karoline Leavitt didn't just file a lawsuit, she built a brand. Courtrooms are her new TikTok stage, and every deposition plays like a fresh episode in the Karoline cinematic universe. Her social media is exploding, followers climbing faster than rent, engagement through the roof, and donations pouring in. Forget ads, Karoline is the ad. A viral crusader blending politics, performance, and precision. Conservative media can't get enough. She's been canonized somewhere between Reagan and a red, white, and blue meme. The best part? She doesn't need to shout. Her lawsuits do the talking.
That type of violent, enticing rhetoric from our side of the aisle, from Republican leaders on Capitol Hill, I think there would be a lot more outrage in this room today. It's unacceptable, the comments that have been made by these Democrat leaders, and frankly, they don't even know what they're talking about. Because President Trump was elected with a mandate from the American people to make this government more efficient. He campaigned across this country with Elon Musk, vowing that Elon was going to head up the Department of Government Efficiency, and the two of them, with a great team around them, were going to look at the receipts.
The View's tables just turned, and Karoline Leavitt's holding the hammer. While the show drowns in lawsuits and lost sponsors, she's turning outrage into empire. The loudest voices on TV are finally silent, not by cancel culture, but by court papers. Call it karma. Call it Karoline. Either way, the joke's on them.